Hello girls, so now we will see unit 5 managerial decision making. So this is from your advanced managerial accounting. So in this we have three things to study. One is introduction, second one is pricing decision, and the third one is the product decision, girls. Okay, introduction and pricing decision, I will send you a separate video. It is purely theory, and product decision we will discuss in this video. Now we will see synopsis for product decision, girls. So introduction and the pricing decision, as I said, I will send you a separate video for that. Okay, so unit 5 is marginal decision making. Okay, this is a part of the marginal costing, girls. Okay, marginal costing, if you remember, you studied in your UG under cost and management accounting. So the same thing we are going to study here also, but here we are going to make some decisions. That's it. Based on that marginal costing that we calculated, right? Based on that, we are going to make some decision. That's what we are going to study in this topic and in this unit. Okay, so if you see the synopsis, first one is a profit planning, second one is the level of activity, third one is a dropping a product line, fourth one is introducing a new product line, fifth one is sales mix decision, next one is make or buy decision, and the last one is key limiting factors. So these are the topics we will discuss, and for each and every topic we will try to do at least 2 to 3 problems, and separately I will give you some assignment problems as well. As that is more than enough to understand the concept of these of this unit. Okay, so before starting profit planning, girls, that is the first in your synopsis. First we will revise what is the meaning of a marginal cost. Okay, see, as you all know, marginal is nothing but additional. Okay, so marginal cost is nothing but the additional cost, okay, of producing an additional unit of a product. So what is the additional cost for producing one additional unit of a product? That is what marginal cost is. Okay, and another important point you have to know is that marginal cost is also known as a variable cost, girls. Okay, now we will study in detail what is variable cost and fixed cost. Okay, but now see the statement of profit in the pic, girls. So we have sales minus variable cost, that will give you contribution, minus fixed cost, that will give you profit or loss. Okay, this is nothing but the statement of profit, girls. See, normally in financial accounting, how do we calculate profit? First we will do the trading account, then we will do the P&L account, and then we will do the balance sheet. So in P&L account only we will come to know what is the actual net profit of the company, right? Okay, whereas in cost sheet you studied costing, right? In cost sheet, how do you calculate profit? First we will do we calculate all the direct material, direct wages, labor. With that we include manufacturing overhead, then we add administration, then we will add selling distribution overhead. With that we will get profit. So for every concepts we have a different way of calculating the profit. Okay, and marginal costing is one of the techniques in cost accounting, girls. Okay, marginal costing is one of the techniques in cost accounting, so it has its own way of calculating the profit. Okay, so it starts with sales, then we have variable cost, then we have fixed cost. So can I say that cost is classified into two types here? One is variable cost, the other one is the fixed cost. Okay, see, variable cost, as the name says, variable, it keeps on changing, it keeps on fluctuating. Okay, so whenever I produce one additional unit of a product, obviously my variable cost will also change. Okay, so whereas fixed cost, if you take, the cost is always fixed, no matter whether you are producing additional units or whether you're not producing any additional units, the fixed cost will always be same. So variable cost keeps on changing, whereas the fixed cost is always constant. Okay, the examples of variable cost is like direct material, girls. See, if I'm producing 1000 units, my direct material will be different. If I'm producing 1200 units, obviously my direct material will also be different. I hope you know the meaning of direct material, girls. Say for example, to build a furniture, okay, my direct material is nothing but the wood. Okay, so if I produce 1000 furnitures, my direct material will be different. Okay, if I produce 1200 furnitures, obviously my direct material will be different. So direct material, direct wages, direct expenses, all these are the examples of your variable cost, because it keeps on changing whenever there is a change in the output. Okay, that is what variable cost is. And variable cost is also known as the marginal cost. Okay, marginal cost is also known as variable cost. See, we know the meaning of marginal cost is an additional cost, okay, for producing one additional unit of a product. That is what the meaning of variable cost as well. So variable cost is also known as marginal cost. Next one is a fixed cost. For this example is you're paying rent. So rent is constant at least over a period of time, right? Say 1 year, right? Rent you can take example as a fixed cost. See, whether you produce a product or whether you keep it without using the product, still you have to pay the fixed cost. Okay, so fixed cost is always constant. So this is the format, girls. So in marginal costing, this is the format we are going to follow. One is sales minus variable cost, that will give you contribution, minus fixed cost, that will give you profit or loss. Okay, so this is the first in your synopsis, girls, that is profit planning. Okay, so this is the statement of profit that you have to know. Now we will see the formulas. Okay, so the first formula is contribution, girls. So contribution, we know sales minus of variable cost is nothing but a contribution. Okay, or fixed cost plus profit. So if you remember the statement which we discussed earlier, fixed cost plus profit is nothing but the reverse calculation. Okay, so we will have a sales minus variable cost, that will give you contribution, minus fixed cost, that will give you profit. So if you do reverse, it is profit plus fixed cost, we will get the contribution. Or we have another formula. This is very important, you have to make a note of it. Sales into PV ratio, also we call it as a contribution. Sales into PV ratio. Okay, now we will see what is PV ratio, girls. See the next formula. PV ratio is contribution divided by sales into 100. Okay, contribution is nothing but we just saw earlier, right? Contribution by sales into 100. Or this formula is also very important. I'll tell you when we have to use these two formulas. Okay, so difference in profit divided by difference in sales into 100. Okay, so this is PV ratio. And the third formula is the break even point. Okay, so in that I have written quantity, girls. So quantity is fixed cost divided by contribution per unit. See, quantity we are describing in units, that is the reason I have written contribution per unit. Okay, the next one is value, which is nothing but in value, rupees. Okay, so the formula is fixed cost divided by contribution into sales. Or we have another formula, girls, fixed cost divided by PV ratio. That's it, you get the break even period. See, if in the question they asked you to calculate in units, use the first formula. If they asked you to calculate in value, that is in rupees, use the second formula. Now you can use any formula, fixed cost divided by contribution into sales, or fixed cost divided by contribution per unit into sales per unit, both are same. Okay, so the same next formula is fixed cost divided by PV ratio. And mostly I will prefer this formula, girls, that is fixed cost divided by PV ratio, because whenever we do marginal costing, right, the first formula that we calculate is the PV ratio. So we already know what is PV ratio. So if they ask a BEP, that is break even point, what I do, I take the fixed cost divided by my PV ratio which I calculated earlier. So it will be easy for me and we get the same answer. So better you follow fixed cost divided by PV ratio, girls, in case if they ask you in value. Okay, and the next formula is the margin of safety. Okay, margin of safety, first formula is that actual sales minus BEP sales. Okay, actual sales is the sales that we are writing in the statement of profit, right? Sales, that one, actual sales, minus BEP sales is nothing but we just saw the formula for BEP, right? Break even point. In that value, whatever we get, that we call it as a BEP sales. So if we minus that, obviously we get margin of safety. And another formula is that in case if it is in a quantity, it is profit divided by contribution per unit. Okay, see, the only difference between break even point and margin of safety is that, girls, in break even point your numerator is fixed cost, in margin of safety your numerator is profit. That's it, that is the only difference. Your denominator is same for both the cases. Now see, quantity is equals to profit divided by contribution per unit. Obviously in BEP also it is fixed cost divided by contribution per unit. Now see, the value, it is profit profit divided by contribution into sales. That is what we saw even in BEP. The only change is that your numerator, fixed cost. Now it is profit divided by contribution into sales, or we have profit divided by PV ratio. So whenever they ask me MOS, this is the formula I follow, girls. Profit divided by PV ratio. In case if they ask in quantities, then we will go to profit divided by contribution per unit. That's it, girls. This is all about your margin of safety. So the next formula is that required sales, skills. Meaning is that they will tell if I want to get so and so profit, what should be my sales. Say for example, if I want 1 lakh as my profit, okay, what should be my sales? That is what this formula tells, girls. So required sales is for quantity, it is fixed cost plus required profit. So how much profit I am expecting, fixed cost plus required profit divided by contribution per unit. Again, see here, girls, your denominator is same, only your numerator changes. Okay, so it is fixed cost divided by required profit divided by contribution per unit in case of a quantity. Now for the value, it is fixed cost plus required profit divided by contribution into sales. Okay, or it is fixed cost plus required profit divided by PV ratio. Anything is fine. Okay, so understood, right? Required sales is nothing but, see, if I think I should get so and so profit, what should be my sales? That is when we use this formula, required sales. Now we will see few basic problems, girls, then we will go to big little complicated problems. So first we will do few short problems. See the first one now. Find out the marginal cost from the following. What is this marginal cost? Marginal cost is also known as the variable cost. So he is asking to calculate the variable cost. Again, what is the meaning of variable cost? The cost which keeps on changing, which keeps on fluctuating, we call it as a variable cost. So I gave you example as direct material, wages, expenses, etc. Right? That is all your variable cost. Now we will see the question. See here they have given you direct material as 10,000, direct wages as 12,000, direct expenses 13,000, variable overhead is 8,000 and fixed overhead is 15,000. So it's easy to calculate marginal cost, right? It is nothing but the addition of direct material, direct wages, direct expenses and variable overhead. If you total this, you get 43,000. So your marginal cost in this problem is 43,000. Okay, we'll see the solution once. So see the solution, girls. Marginal cost is equals to variable cost. Anyways, I will send you this as a PDF. So direct material 10, direct wages 12,000, expenses is 13,000, variable overhead is 8,000. So we should not include fixed overhead because fixed overhead is nothing but the fixed cost. Okay, another point that you have to note is that overhead is nothing but it's an indirect cost, girls. Okay, so if you add this, you get 43,000. That is your marginal cost. Now we will see the second. So now they asked you to calculate contribution. So what is contribution, girls? If you remember the statement of profit, that is sales minus variable cost will give you contribution, or we have written as fixed cost plus profit will give you contribution, or sales into PV ratio. Depending upon the question, we will see which formula we have to follow. So in the question they have given you prime cost as 40,000. But what is this prime cost? We studied in cost sheet. See, prime cost is nothing but direct material plus direct wages plus direct expenses is nothing but your prime cost. Okay, so prime cost is 40,000, variable cost is 20,000, fixed cost is 30,000 and sales is 90,000. So how do you calculate contribution? So they did not give me profit, so I cannot calculate fixed cost plus profit. So we can directly use that formula, right? Sales minus of variable cost. Sales is 90,000 minus variable cost is given as 20,000. And can I say prime cost is also variable cost, right? Because prime cost is direct material, wages and expenses. So again, these are the examples of your variable cost. So your total variable cost is 40,000 plus 20,000. Total it is 60,000. So sales is 90,000. 90,000 minus 60,000. Obviously your contribution is 30,000. Okay. So anyways, I will send the answer. Just go through it, girls. This is the solution, girls. So sales is 90,000 minus variable cost is 60,000. So it is 20,000 plus 40,000. That is prime cost plus your variable cost. So if you minus these two, you get 30,000 as a contribution. This is the solution for second problem. Now see the third problem, girls. So compute the contribution and profit, they are saying. So it is nothing but we have to calculate the statement of profit. So they have given you sales as 2,50,000, marginal cost as 1 lakh. What is marginal cost? It is variable cost. So sales minus of marginal cost, that is 2,50,000 minus 1 lakh, you get 1,50,000 as a contribution, and minus of fixed cost is 50,000. So if you minus 50,000 with that, you get a profit as 1 lakh. Okay, so we will see the solution now. So this is the solution for the third problem, girls. Statement of profit, sales is 2,50,000 minus marginal cost is 1 lakh, that will give you a contribution of 1,50,000 minus fixed cost, it is 50,000. So total your profit is 1 lakh. That's it. Okay. So fourth question, you can do it as a homework, girls. Okay, calculate profit, sales minus variable cost will give you contribution, minus fixed cost will give you profit. That's it. Okay, there is nothing to teach specifically in this problem. Okay, now see the fifth one, calculate PV ratio, margin of safety and break even point. Okay, so to calculate PV ratio, margin of safety and break even point, first we have to know the statement of profit. Based on that statement of profit only we can calculate these three problems. So in your marginal costing, the first step you have to do is the statement of profit. Based on that statement of profit only we have to do the remaining problem. That's it. Okay, now see the question, girls. So sales, they have given us 10 lakhs, variable cost is 4 lakhs and fixed cost is 4 lakhs. Simple. How do you calculate profit? Sales minus of variable cost, that is 10 lakhs minus of 4 lakhs will give you 6 lakhs, minus fixed cost. If you minus 4 lakhs, you get 2 lakhs as the profit. Okay, now we will see how we will see the solution, girls. So PV ratio, margin of safety and break even point. Okay, so your first step is statement of profit, right? Sales is 10 lakhs minus variable cost is 4 lakhs, give you that gives a contribution of 6 lakhs, minus fixed cost is 4 lakhs, so your profit is 2 lakhs. So in this problem, they said you have to calculate PV ratio, BEP and MOS, right? So PV ratio formula is contribution by sales into 100. Your contribution is 6 lakhs, sales is 10 lakhs, into 100 you get 60%. Whenever you have this ratio, it means you have to multiply with 100. You should remember this. Okay, it's not only for this chapter. Whenever you have any kind of ratios, it means it's better you multiply with 100. Okay, yeah. And then BEP, which is nothing but break even point. See, as I said earlier, the numerator will be fixed cost divided by, I always prefer PV ratio because we will already calculate PV ratio, right? So I always prefer this formula, fixed cost divided by PV ratio. See, if you use this formula, you should be very careful, girls. Okay, you should be very, very careful. Okay, see now, see this fixed cost is 4 lakhs divided by 60%. So when you're doing the calculator, right, you have to press 4 lakhs divided by 60%, you have to press. Okay, you should not do 4 lakhs divided by 60. You will get a different answer. It is 4 lakhs divided by 60%. So 4 lakhs divided by 60 and then press the percentage. You will get 6,66,667. Okay, so next is the MOS, which is nothing but a margin of safety. The formula is profit divided by PV ratio. Profit in this problem is 2 lakhs divided by 60%. Again 60%. You have to divide like 2 lakhs divided by 60%. Now if you see BEP and MOS, girls, it is 6,66,667. Okay, and MOS 3,33,333. If you add this, you get 10 lakhs, which is nothing but the actual sales of this problem. Okay, so this is about the fifth problem, girls. Now we will go little complicated problems. So if you understand the basics, then it will be easy for you to understand, little big problems. Okay, now we will see big problems now. Okay, now we are going to see problem 6.2, girls. From the following data, calculate PV ratio. They are asking you to calculate PV ratio. Formula is contribution by sales into 100. Second one is, what will be the profit when the sales are 20,000? So what will be my profit if the sales is 20,000? Okay, and what is the new break-even point if selling price? Okay, if selling price is reduced by 20%. Okay, here I will teach you another important concept, girls. It's better you make a note of it. Okay, yeah, I'll tell you when you have to make a note of it, but before that we'll see the question. So here they have given fixed expenses as 4,000 and break even point as 10,000. Okay, so to calculate PV ratio, girls, we should know sales and then contribution, right? But in this problem, they did not give you sales, they did not give you contribution, but instead they have given fixed expenses and break even point. Okay, break even point is nothing but we have a separate formula for that, right? That is fixed cost divided by PV ratio. So based on that we will do. Okay, another important concept that you should know here is see, this is a kind of an indirect problems. This is a kind of indirect problem, girls. See, they have given you the answer, we have to find the question. See, normally till last problem what did they do? They have given you sales, variable cost, fixed cost. Based on that only we calculated break even point and margin of safety, right? But here they have given the answers. Okay, but we have to calculate what is sales, variable cost and fixed cost. So it means we have to do the reverse calculation. It's very simple. Okay, so we will see the solution. So first we will see how to calculate PV ratio, then we will go to second, that is profit when sales are 20,000, and the last one, new break even point if selling price is reduced by 20%. So in the question they have given you fixed expenses as 4,000 and break even point as 10,000. So it means they have given you the answer, we have to find the question. That is what we have to do in this problem. So what is the formula for BEP? It is fixed cost divided by PV ratio. So my BEP is 10,000 equal to, what is your fixed cost? It is 4,000 divided by PV ratio. Okay, so 10,000 is equals to 4,000 divided by PV ratio. So you just do the cross multiplication. PV ratio is equals to 4,000 divided by 10,000. You get 0.4. So as I said earlier, it is a ratio, right? So it should be in percentage. Just multiply into 100, you get 40%. So it is either 0.4 or 40%. We always prefer 40%. Okay, so this is the first part of the question. So first part of the question, they asked you to calculate PV ratio, and this is how we calculated PV ratio. Second part of the question is, okay, what is the profit? So here he is asking what is the profit if the sales is 20,000. So they have given you the sales as 20,000. Okay, and you have to calculate the profit as 4,000. So sales given is 20,000. Okay, and we don't know any variable cost in this question, girls. So this 12,000 we don't know. Okay, minus sales minus variable cost is contribution, but we can calculate contribution. If you remember the formula, girls, it is contribution is equals to sales into PV ratio. So in this problem we know what is sales, we know what is the PV ratio. If I multiply that, I will get the contribution. So sales is 20,000 into PV ratio is 40%, you get 8,000. Okay, so I know my sales, I know my contribution. If I minus these two, I will get my variable cost. It's simple. Reverse calculation. See, whenever I make this upward arrow mark, it means it is a reverse calculation, girls. Normally we do sales minus variable cost is contribution, right? Here what I did, sales minus contribution, I got it as a variable cost. Okay, I got my contribution. Anyways, we know fixed cost will never change. So fixed cost is how much given in the question? It is 4,000. So minus 4,000, you get the profit as 4,000. Okay, so it's very important, girls. See, if I don't know any figure like variable cost, okay, it's better you always use this formula, sales into PV ratio, we get the contribution. So sales is 20,000 into 40%, you get 8,000. If I minus these two, I get my 12,000. And fixed cost is already given in the question, so I minus the fixed cost, I get my profit. This is the second part of the question. Okay, now we will see the third part of the question, girls. So it is selling price is reduced by 20%. Reduced means decreased by 20%. See, the sales is how much? 20,000 minus of 20%. Reduced means it is decreased, so I will minus. So this 4,000, that is 20,000 minus 4,000. How did you get this 4,000? It is 20,000 sales into 20%, you get 4,000. But whenever I this 20,000 minus 20%, you should always multiply with the 20,000 and you have to minus it. Okay, so 20,000 into 20%, you get 4,000. So total sales is 16,000. Okay, so sales is 16,000, we just calculated, minus variable cost is 12,000. Okay, here you should understand one concept, and this is the place where you have to make a note, girls. Okay, see, they said here selling price is reduced by 20%. Now we have two things, one is selling price, the other one is the sales. See, selling price is nothing but per unit. Okay, per unit we call it as a selling price. Say for example, I purchase 100 calculators, and each calculator cost is 150 rupees. So selling price is 150 rupees, and the sales is, it is 150 into 100, which is nothing but 1,50,000. So sales is 1,50,000 and selling price is 150 rupees. That is the difference between sales and selling price, girls. See, in this question they said selling price only, it is reduced by 20%, but we don't have any output in the question, so we cannot calculate the selling price, so we directly minusing with the sales. Okay, but variable cost will not change, girls. Okay, because see, we know whenever there is a change in selling price, okay, whenever there is a change in sales, your variable cost also obviously will change. That is what we studied, right? But in selling price, okay, your variable cost will never change, girls, because we have a concept that see, variable cost, that is the variable value will change, but variable cost per unit will not change. Okay, since they are talking about selling price, right, so obviously we have to consider only variable cost per unit. So I will repeat, girls, variable cost, that is the variable value will change, but variable cost per unit will never change. Okay, this is the concept that you have to understand, you have to make a note. And for fixed cost, girls, what happens is your fixed cost value will not change at all. Okay, but your fixed cost per unit will keep changing. Okay, this is an important concept that you should know. Okay, so whenever there is a change in selling price, girls, your variable cost will never change. See, here we calculated variable cost as 12,000, right? The same thing I'm writing here, 12,000. Okay, so if I minus these two, I get contribution as 4,000 minus fixed cost 4,000, so I get my profit as 0. Okay, another important thing, girls, in case in this question they say it is a sales is reduced by 20%, okay, then your variable cost will also change. Not to be worried, I have we will do another big problem, girls, where you will understand the concept thoroughly. Okay, so if it is sales means, then variable cost also will change. Since it is selling price, your variable cost will never change. Okay, so in this problem they asked you to calculate new BEP, right? So fixed cost divided by contribution into sales. So fixed cost is how much? 4,000 divided by what is your contribution? Again 4,000 into sales is 16,000. Now since there is a change in the selling price, we cannot take the same PV ratio because there it is different. Okay, and now here your sales has been changed, your contribution has been changed, right? So you can't take the previous PV ratio. So instead we will use another formula, that is 4,000 divided by 4,000 into 16,000. You get 16,000. Or if you want to calculate PV ratio, then you can divide with PV ratio. Anything is fine, girls. Okay, so the thing is that you should understand the concept and you have to take the right formula at the right time without wasting any time. That's it, girls. Okay, so this is all about this problem 6.2 marks. So first we have to calculate PV ratio based on the question, that is BEP they have given. Based on that, I got my PV ratio as 40%. So B is that what is the profit if the sales is 20,000. For that we used one formula, that is sales into PV ratio. So based on that we did the reverse calculation, that is sales minus contribution. We got it as a variable cost. Here we learned a new concept, since it is a selling price, so your variable cost will not change. If it is sales, it means your variable cost will change. Just go through this problem. Anyways, I will send you a separate PDF. You start trying it out, girls. Once you practice more, then only you will get the concept. By seeing the video or by seeing the solution, you will never understand the concept, girls. You have to take the pen and you should start doing it. Okay, so now we will see the next problem. So this is another easy problem, girls. See the question, problem 6.7. A company has a fixed expenses of 90,000 with the sales is 3 lakhs and the profit is 60,000. So they gave you fixed expenses, they gave you sales, and they gave you profit. So obviously we can easily calculate the statement of profit. So they asked you to calculate profit volume ratio, which is nothing but PV ratio, girls. Profit volume is nothing but the PV ratio. If in the next period the company suffered a loss of 30,000, calculate the sales volume they are saying. Okay, see the first part of the question is that they have given you fixed expenses, sales and profit. They asked you to calculate PV ratio. Second part of the question is that, see, I got a loss of 30,000. What will be my sales? That is the question they have given. And the second part of the question is, what is the margin of safety for a profit of 60,000? So he has given 60,000 as a profit, and what will be the margin of safety he is asking. Okay, so we will see the solution now. Okay, so in the question they gave you sales, they gave you fixed cost, and they give you profit, right? So your sales is 3 lakhs. They did not give you your variable cost nor your contribution, but they gave you fixed cost and profit. So now I'm going to do the reverse calculation. As I said earlier, if I put an upward arrow, it means it's a reverse calculation. So contribution, we have another formula, right? Fixed cost plus profit will give you contribution. If you do reverse calculation, obviously we will add, right? 60 plus 90,000, we get it as 1,50,000. So sales minus contribution, obviously we get the variable cost. That's it. It's very simple, girls. Okay, and in that question they asked you to calculate even PV ratio, contribution by sales into 100. The contribution is 1,50,000 divided by 3 lakhs into 100, you get 50%. Okay, so to see this problem, maybe it will be little confusing, but anyways you will have the solution with you, right? Take a pen, try to do it, girls. You will understand. See, when you are doing this marginal costing problems, right, first you write the format of the statement of profit. Okay, first just write sales minus variable cost will give you contribution minus fixed cost will give you profit. First write the statement and see the question. Whatever they have given, just fit in that statement of profit, and depending upon the question you just calculate the contribution of fixed cost or variable cost of sales, depending upon the question. So first you make the format, then you dump the question what they have given, then you complete the statement of profit. Okay, so we saw PV ratio, contribution by sales into 100, so we get 50%. This is the first part of the question. Second part of the question is that he's saying that what will be my sales if I get a loss of 30,000. Okay, so we know I got a loss of 30,000. Another important point is that your fixed cost will never change at all. So obviously my fixed cost will remain the same. See, earlier also I have 90,000, now also I'm going to have 90,000. Okay, so my loss is 30,000 and this is 90,000. So can I say minus 30,000 plus 90,000? See, if you do reverse calculation, it is profit plus fixed cost, right? But in our case it is loss, so it is nothing but minus 30,000 plus 90,000. We will get contribution as 60,000. Okay, so now another important concept is that, girls, so we know the PV ratio is 50%, right? The PV ratio is 50%. So what is the contribution, girls? It is sales into PV ratio. So can I say it is this is 50%, right? And sales, we will assume it as 100. Normally sales we will always assume it as 100. Okay, so your sales is 100. Okay, so obviously to get 50, okay, your variable cost will also be 50, right? So it's nothing but difference. 100 minus 50, obviously we get 50. And another thing why we are always assuming it as 100, girls, because it is 50%. Percentage means what? 100. So 100 minus 50, we get it as 50%. So here I am writing for 50, that is for 50%, my contribution is 60,000. For 100, how much? That's it, girls. For 50 it is 60,000. For 100, how much? You do the cross multiplication, you get 1,20,000. So sales minus contribution, you get a variable cost of 60,000. Okay, I will repeat, girls, listen carefully. So loss they have given 30,000, fixed cost is 90,000. If I do reverse calculation, I get my contribution as 60,000. Okay, see, I don't know my sales, I don't know my variable cost, but the only thing that I can take is the PV ratio. What is the formula for PV ratio? It is contribution by sales into 100. So it is like something depending on the sales, right? So that's why my PV ratio is 50%. That is for the contribution, but the total sales is what? 100%. So 100 minus 50, I get 50. So for 50 it is 60,000. For 100, how much? You get 1,20,000. Okay, and if you're smart enough, very simple. For 50% it is 60,000. Obviously here also 50% is going to be 60,000. So if you do the reverse calculation, again you will get 1,20,000, because either ways you can do. Okay, so if you want, you can take the base as sales. If you want, you can take the base as variable cost. Both you will get the same answer. So this is the second part of the question, girls. Now see, we will see the B subdivision. So here they have given the profit as 60,000, right? So they asked what is the margin of safety if the profit is 60,000. So my profit is 60,000 divided by PV ratio is same, right? We just calculated earlier as 50%. So 60,000 divided by 50%, you get 1,20,000. So this is all about problem 6.7, girls. Again, this part you have to practice. I will try to give a few assignment problems. Maybe from that you will understand the concept now. See, listen, when you're doing the practical problems, right, the more you do the problems, the more you get the concept. Okay, so if you have any cost and management accounting textbooks in your house, try to take marginal costing chapter and try to work out few problems. In that way you will get thorough with the concepts. Okay, now we will see the next question. Okay, now we will see problem number 6.10, and this is the last problem that we will discuss in profit planning, girls. Okay, now see the question. The following figures of sales and profits for 2 periods are available in respect of a concern. Okay, so they have given for period 1 and period 2 sales and profit. For period 1, sales is 1 lakh and profit is 15,000. For period 2, it is sales is 1,20,000 and the profit is 23,000. So normally till now they have given only one sales, one variable cost, one fixed cost and a profit, right? But here they have given for 2 periods. Okay, so you are required to find out, first one is PV ratio, second one is fixed cost, third one is break even point, fourth one is profit at an estimated sales of rupees 1,25,000. Meaning if the sales is 1,25,000, what is the profit? And the last part of the question is sales required to earn a profit of 20,000. So it means if the profit is 20,000, what is the sales? That is what they are asking in this question. Girls, if you remember the formulas, okay, so PV ratio, we have two formulas. One is contribution by sales into 100. The other formula is difference in profit divided by difference in sales into 100, right? So difference meaning there should be some two numbers, then only we can calculate the differences, right? So now see the question, we have period 1 and period 2, so we have two values here. Can I say that we can calculate differences? So for PV ratio we will follow the second formula, girls. Okay, so whenever you have two period based problems, your PV ratio, we will use this formula, that is difference in profit divided by difference in sales into 100. Okay, so now we will see the solution, girls. So the first thing that we have to calculate is a PV ratio, girls. So PV ratio is difference in profit divided by difference in sales into 100. Okay, so profit, you have 23,000 and 15,000. 23,000 minus 15,000 divided by difference in sales. So you have 1,20,000 for period 1 and 1 lakh for period 2. So 23,000 minus 15,000, you get 8,000. 1,20,000 minus 1 lakh, you get 20,000. So 8,000 divided by 20,000, you get 40%. So this is how we calculate the PV ratio. Whenever we have two periods, this means we have to follow this formula. And the remaining cases, we will follow contribution by sales into 100. Okay, this is A. Okay, second one, we have to calculate fixed cost. Okay, so you can calculate for period 1 or period 2. You will get the same answer, girls. Okay, so period 1, the sales given is 1 lakh, right? And we don't know the variable cost, but we can calculate the contribution because the contribution formula is sales into PV ratio. I know my sales 1 lakh into PV ratio, I just calculated as 40%. So 1 lakh into 40%, I get 40,000. So 1 lakh minus 40,000, my variable cost is 60,000. Okay, and profit also I know, so how much is the profit? It is 15,000. 40,000 minus 15,000, we will get fixed cost as 25,000. Simple, girls. So as I said earlier, first you just write the format. Whatever is there in the question, we will just dump it, and depending upon the question, we will calculate the variable cost and fixed cost. Contribution, we know sales into PV ratio, it is 1 lakh into 40%, 40,000. If I minus this, I get 60,000, and if I minus these two, I get my fixed cost. That's it. Okay, next one is that they ask you to calculate a break-even point. It's very easy. Fixed cost divided by PV ratio. What is the fixed cost? I just calculated it as 25,000 divided by 40%. You get 62,500. And next part of the question is that what will be the sales? Okay, sorry. What is the profit if the sales is 1,25,000? So I know my sales is 1,25,000. So there is a change in sales, girls. So if there is a change in sales, it means there is a change in variable cost. But if there is a change in selling price, there won't be any change in variable cost, right? That is what we studied earlier. So there is a change in sales, so it means your variable cost also will change. So contribution is sales into PV ratio, 1,25,000 into 40%, so you get 50,000. So if I minus these two, I get variable cost as 75,000, and we know that fixed cost will never change, so it is 25,000 as we calculated earlier, minus 25,000, so your profit is also 25,000. Okay, and the last part of the question is that they have given the profit. Okay, and they are asking what is my sales. For that we have a formula, right? Required sales is equals to fixed cost plus desired profit divided by PV ratio. Now this question, what they are saying, see, to get a profit of 20,000, what should be my sales? That is a question. So your fixed cost is 25,000 plus your desired profit they have given in the question as 20,000 divided by 40%. So 45,000 divided by 40%, you get 1,12,500. It's a very simple problem, girls. If you're thorough with the previous problem what we have discussed, only this part if you know, okay, only this part, that is the difference in profit divided by difference in sales, then you can easily complete the problem. Okay, you try practicing whenever you have time. Please do practice, girls. This is very important. See, investment management is not that difficult, but yeah, marginal costing requires a lot of practice. Okay, you try practicing it, girls, because I guess we have a lot of time to practice. So we don't know when our college will open, and I don't know when you will have the exams. So at least take one problem a day and try to solve it, girls. That is more than enough. Okay, so now we will see the next problem. Okay, this is all about the profit planning, girls. Now we will go to the level of activity. That is the second in your synopsis. Under level of activity, I will do only one problem, girls. Okay, that is more than enough. You understand the concept from that problem, that is more than enough for your level of activity. Okay, now we will see one problem in level of activity, girls. See the question. The following information is obtained from A company limited in a certain year. Okay, so they have given you sales 1 lakh, variable cost as 60,000 and fixed cost as 30,000. So first one is that find PV ratio, break even point and margin of safety at this level. It's very easy. Sales minus variable cost will give you contribution, minus fixed cost will give you the profit. So A is that based on that information we can calculate PV ratio, break even point and margin of safety. A is very easy. Okay, now B is very important, girls. Under B subdivision you have 7 problems. You have 7 more subdivisions. Okay, under B you have 7 more subdivisions. Okay, calculate the revised PV ratio, break even point and margin of safety in each of the following cases. So for all the 7 cases you have to calculate PV ratio, break even point and margin of safety. So if you're thorough with this problem, we are done with the level of activity, girls. Okay, it's very easy. We already discussed the concepts. Okay, first one is 20% increase in selling price. Okay, and then we have 10% decrease in selling price. Now I will do the first part, you can do the second part, because here it is increase, the second part is decrease. So you will do it as an assignment. I will do 1, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. Okay, so 5% decrease in sales volume, 10% decrease in fixed cost, 10% decrease in variable cost. Sixth one is 20% increase in sale price accompanied by increase of fixed overhead by 10,000. Last one is 20% increase in sale price accompanied by 10% decrease in variable cost and 10% increase in fixed cost. Okay, we will see the solution for this, girls. So this is the A subdivision now. Okay, sales they have given us 1 lakh minus variable cost is 60,000 they have given you. If I minus that, I get my contribution. Minus fixed cost is 30,000. If I minus these two, I get 10,000. So my PV ratio is contribution by sales into 100. You get 40%. BEP is fixed cost divided by PV ratio. We get 75,000. And MOS is profit divided by PV ratio. Obviously, we get it as 25,000. This is the first part. So it's very easy to calculate. Now coming to the second part. Under second part, your first subdivision is a 20% increase in selling price. So here they are talking about the selling price, meaning your variable cost will never change. Okay, so they said 20% increase means it is like I have to add. So earlier my sales is 1 lakh plus 20%, so 1 lakh into 20% is how much girls? 20,000. So 1 lakh plus 20,000, we get the sales as 1 lakh 20,000. And we know that variable cost will never change because there is only a change in the selling price. So your variable cost is 60,000. If I minus these two, I get 60,000. Minus fixed cost, already they have given in the question. If I minus this, I get 30,000. That's it girls. Here variable cost I did not change, and fixed cost also I did not change because it is 20% increase in selling price. See here I have given the note now. Okay, if selling price increases or decreases, your variable cost will not change. Okay, and easy to calculate PV ratio. Contribution by sales. What is your contribution? 60,000 divided by sales into 100. You get 50%. Fixed cost is 30,000 divided by your PV ratio is 50%. Margin of safety is profit, that is 30,000 divided by 50%. Only for few problems I have done PV ratio, BEP and MOS girls. The remaining problems you will be doing, but I will be concentrating on the statement of profit. Okay, and the second part, that is 10% decrease in selling price, you will be doing it. See, 10% decrease means 1 lakh minus 10%. So 1 lakh into 10% is 10,000. So your sales will be 90,000 and your variable cost will not change. So if you minus 90,000, that is 90,000 minus of 60,000, you get 30,000 as a contribution, and your fixed cost is 30,000. So you will get the profit, that is the remaining, you will get it as a profit. Okay, under B subdivision, the third one is 5% decrease in sales volume. So whenever there is an increase or decrease in sales value, your variable cost also will change. Okay, so sales is 95,000 because it is 5% decrease, right? 1 lakh into 5%, it is 5,000. 1 lakh minus 5,000, you get 95,000. So we don't know the variable cost because whenever there is a change in sales volume, your variable cost will change. But we can calculate contribution, right? What is contribution? Sales into PV ratio. Your sales is 95,000 and your PV ratio, of course, it will not change girls. Okay, so we have to refer the A subdivision for that. What is the PV ratio? It is 40%. So it is 95,000 into 40%, we get 38,000. So if you minus these two, you get 57,000 and fixed cost will never change. So it is, your profit is 8,000. So with this information, I think you can calculate PV ratio, BEP and MOS. Okay, so I'm just doing only the statement of profit part. Okay, next fourth subdivision is 10% decrease in fixed cost. So your fixed cost changes, I mean, in case if your fixed cost changes, right, it will never affect your sales or variable cost. It will affect only your profit. That's it. Okay, sales is 1 lakh given in the question. Variable cost over 60,000 is given in the question. If I minus these two, I get the contribution as 40,000. And fixed cost, they said 10% decrease, right? So your fixed cost is actually 30,000. Minus 10%, 30,000 into 10%, it is 3,000. So you get 27,000. If you minus these two, you get a profit of 13,000. So with this, you can easily calculate PV ratio, BEP and MOS. This is the fourth subdivision. Now we will see the fifth subdivision, that is 10% decrease in variable cost. Okay, so your sales is 1 lakh. What is your variable cost? It is 60,000 minus 10%. They said it is decrease in 10%. So 60,000 into 10%, it is 6,000. So if I minus this, I get 54,000. If I minus these two, I get 46,000 as my contribution. And my fixed cost is always same, 30,000. So I get the profit as 16,000. Okay, this is 10% decrease in variable cost. If there is any change in variable cost, your sales will never change at all. Okay, so your contribution and your profit only will change. Okay, now see the next sixth one. They said 20% increase in sales price. Okay, and fixed overhead, that is nothing but fixed cost, it has been increased by 10,000. Okay, it's not in percentage, they said it is increased by 10,000. A sales price, it's not selling price again. Okay, so it is a 1 lakh plus 10,000. Okay, sorry, 1 lakh plus 20%, which is nothing but 20% increase in sales price, right? So 1 lakh into 20%, you get 20,000. So 1 lakh plus 20,000, you get 1 lakh 20,000. Variable cost is same, it is 60,000. So if I minus this, I get a contribution of 60,000. And fixed cost, they said it has been increased by, so it will increase by 10,000. So 30,000 plus 10,000, you get 40,000 and your profit is 20,000. So I guess with this information we can calculate PV ratio, break even point and margin of safety. And the last part is that they said 20% increase in selling price. Okay, and then 10% decrease in variable cost and 10% increase in fixed cost. So selling price, they said 10% increase, so 1 lakh plus 10%, 1 lakh 20,000, right? And variable cost, they said 10% decrease, so 60,000 minus 10%, I get 54,000. So if I minus this, I get a contribution of 66,000. And fixed cost has been increased by 10%, 30,000 plus 10%, I get 33,000. So if I minus this, I get a profit of 33,000. That's it, girls. Okay, this is all about the level of activity. What you have to remember is that whenever there is a change in the selling price, it means variable cost will not change. Whenever there is a change in the sales, okay, your variable cost will change. Okay, whenever there is a change in the fixed cost, your sales or your variable cost will not change, only your profit will change. This is more important in the level of activity, girls. Okay, this is all about the level of activity. Now we will go to the next part. So we have seen profit planning, girls. Then we have seen the level of activity. Now we will see dropping a product line and introducing a product line together. Okay, yeah, we will directly start with the questions.